Hey, this is Chris with Destination Art, and today I am painting this painting. The inspiration came from this shirt. I talked about it in my last video. Lady had a really pretty shirt on at work, and I took a picture of it because I was inspired. And so also with my last video, I was trying sort of a line work minimalist painting approach. And so I sketched out just some of the details from the shirt, and then I went back in with my .2 pen that I got in my palette full packs box recently. And I went through and did the line work, and I did notice that when I was drawing the lamppost that their one angle is a little funky. And I think that happens when you're drawing on camera because you're trying not to move the paper, and so you get a weird perspective. Anyway, so I wish I had noticed that earlier so that I could have fixed it, but you know, better late than, well, no, I haven't fixed it yet, so better late than never doesn't count. Anyway, moving on. So the idea here, I was just trying to get the feel for the line work. I did go through and I tried to use some different line weights, especially where the lines touch and something is overlapping. So I did try to do that. I did really enjoy the stone path that I was just putting in right there. I think that's fun to draw those, and I think it's fun to paint those. So, you know, because we do this for fun, right? We do this because we enjoy it. Yeah. So the idea was basically just to get some architecture, some windows, and then some places to put some flower boxes and places for some flowers, because the main idea here is to have black and white with a little bit of gray and then splashes of color. And I did that on the forest path painting that I did last. It's in my videos if you want to go back and look at that one. But anyway, okay, so here we're starting to paint. And I actually decided to lay in the red first so I could sort of build around that, since that was sort of my focal point. So I picked the different windows and window boxes, and there's a planter out front, I think, 2 planters out front, and added the red to that, and then I put some yellow on top. And then actually I had to let it dry a little bit, and I came back in with some very dark green. If you notice from the photograph before, it's almost, it was almost black. So anyway, I chose a very, very dark green for the basis of my planters. And so just using some small strokes with that, I did change different brushes depending on different locations where I was painting. I did go back in and tried to refine some of the shadows with a mixture of ultramarine blue and burnt sienna, which is my favorite gray. It makes a very neutral gray, so just trying to, and I was trying to do it really, you see me mixing it there. I was trying to do the shadows kind of abstract as well, just to give you the feel for where some of the shadows are and the forms. And then also wanted to paint the path darker under the archway and lighter as you come forward. And then I went back in with some brighter greens to put on top of the really dark green that I put in there. For one, it contrasts the bright red, but it also, I think, livens up the painting. It's on the lady's shirt. It was very red and very yellow and lots of that green. So the one balcony there, I thought maybe the red was a little bit too regular. Yeah, looks kind of like a caterpillar maybe, but anyway, this is my first time painting it. And if you've seen any of my other videos, I'm a big advocate for painting something multiple times. So then going around, just bouncing around, adding the various greens to different locations. And then I tried to drop some greenery down, like it was trailing out. My dog is sniffing, if you hear her. There we go, dropping just some branches down just to give it some interest. And then the trees, I wanted to make sure that I had my dark values sort of touching so it didn't look like it was just, yeah. So I wanted it to make like one continuous tree, but yeah. Anyway, here's the final painting. I hope you liked it. Please like and subscribe.